Ibonani. Hey, I am here. I am back namhlanje. Bengithe ngizokwenza this session yesterday night, but we had load shedding again for about 4 hours. I don't even remember what is noveno case for how long is all. So namhlanje ngithe ngikhulume nga this thing. Mangilo ngikhuluma ngama stokvel accounts, and I'm following the discussion of yesterday of these small amounts that goes off our bank accounts. This I feel good for share because I've been part of our stokvel members, stokvel groups, and I know our stokvel groups, it's what many of us as Black people we are accustomed to, and they say this is our tradition, this is our way of living, and it works for us. But njengoba bengishilo ukuthi yazi izinto masinganaki, then there's these things and these monies that will just go ningazazi. What then happened with us, besina this stokvel account, and as we know ukuthi stokvel account, there's got to be 3 people that sign, and then actually it's 3 to sign, it's 3 signatories but 2 to sign. So obviously, because we were not meeting, we had the purpose of that stokvel was to put the money away so that we can establish a bank here too. So we're just putting the monies there, and then we'll only go and get the statement masiya siyohlangana, and the only thing that we're interested in check nje ama balances and check ama contributions where there were people that have made contributions. And then it happened, we went this particular time, and this transaction have just happened because when they gave us this 3 months bank statement, and then we could see, and guys, these 2 companies, there were 3 companies that were debiting our account, unauthorized, illegally so. There were 3 of them, but 2 of them were among these big insurance companies that were debiting our account. Now, the first question that went, I think that time the reason we saw it was because one of the debit order is Puma. So then that's how we saw it, because it was just there. And when we inquired at the bank, but this is a stokvel account, it's not a personal account, how come there's debit orders? Then they said we must go and open a case, and then obviously we had to see they allocate us a banker or somebody to assist us, who is a consultant, to check for us what was happening. Guys, this I'm sharing because these things is a corner, but we don't know what is a corner, and they do happen. So we only to find that the one company had been debiting imali yakhona sithema sihlanganisa beyenza over 26,000, and then the other amount, the other company imali yakhona beyenza 4,000, then the other company was about 2,000 something. So in a nutshell, there's about 30,000 plus that was going off, and besinganagi because azange ihambe at once le mali. Should the mali ibihamba over a period of 3 years, it has been debit on a monthly basis. Now the first question was, who has given authority to debit from our account? Secondly, how come these companies did not see which this is a group account, it's a stokvel account, it is not in somebody's name? Because it's like a third party, we are debiting a third party, and we know for sure by law you cannot debit a third party bank account without getting the authority from the other one. So the question was, who gave that authorization, while the 3 of us that were signatories, we are not even aware of this. To our shock, these were funeral companies, funeral covers, for these specific individual, this particular individual and that particular individual. We should be one of transaction that were going off, and we were not even aware with those accounts. These things have been going off, and so because the other thing with these stokvel accounts, the old ones, legal transactional accounts, you don't get notification. You don't get notifications of which then there's money that's been deposited or whatever. That was before those systems were put in place. I know the other banks, they still don't have that option, but others they do. So the bank it was not having that option. So at that time, so then that then the Sitema CSC inquirer, fortunately, because I also know certain people, I've also worked for the bank, and then I asked this particular lady who was working on this same bank, but just how this thing is happening. That's when we discovered the individual and so forth. We had to go and open a case, saying should a case, a fraud, normal case, the police station, and give our affidavits and whatever and submit to these companies. Now, the biggest question that we were asking, Uguti, how come they then debited these particular accounts without getting the proper authority? Meaning, Uguti, as far as we know, if I am giving you somebody else, I must give authority for that person, for my account to be debited. And actually, we know for sure, Uguti, that is not illegal in South Africa to debit third-party bank accounts. Unless if it is a written, it is an agreement, and it's valid, verify. So this bank account, it was not verified, and it's a stokvel account. So we were shocked to learn this. Guys, we were shocked to learn this, if this thing is possible. And this person has been covered. And they have even claimed from this company, and then obviously the money goes to them and not into the stokvel account. So saying, guys, these are the things we need to be very conscious of, because they do happen. Hence, stokvel accounts, go and check or make sure when you meet if you meet on a monthly basis, if you meet on a quarterly basis, especially monthly, once in a while, interrogate those statements, check those things that goes off, the transactions that goes off. I mean, for us, it took us 3 years to notice this thing that has been happening, and we couldn't see if it was happening beyond 3 years. We're talking these 3 years because that's what we see, that's what we could have we could find. So engikushwo ukuthi yizo lento engishengisa ukuziveza ukuthi there's things that ezincane zibuya ziminyana but ziyinkinga. Unfortunately for us, that even person that they were paying this funeral for, or they were debiting for this funeral, was not even a member of this particular stokvel set. So saying ukuthi case yakhona, the one case, the other company yena yavele yathini yazini, sorry, apologize, yathumela, yathumela the money back. The other company, because the monies were a bigger amount, then they said they were busy with investigation, internal investigation and stuff. Then they would let us put a proper investigation on their side as well. So Nizenga Puma in that stokvel, which was end of last year, is a signatory saying what had happened, what had finalized that case, but saying into a corner. So if you're a stokvel member and you guys are meeting not on a monthly basis, or you don't get those statements, or you are not even getting those notifications on a monthly basis, because some of these amounts were far less than amounts, but because we were hamba regularly, they amounted to an amount as living showing to be 2,000 something, the other one 4,000, the other one was over 20,000, 26,000. So there was a huge amount in that one. So that one you get a proper investigation and stuff like that. So saying you guys, be very careful, be very wary. Finalize this thing. I hope this thing has been of value to you. Please check on my YouTube channel. Please send your comments. Please take people. Please share. And most importantly, be very conscious of where your money is. And then I'll be closing off on a spirit of money. If you didn't know, money has a spirit. Money money has consciousness. So tomorrow I'll just be doing that and then listening it to me now. Thank you. It has been a blessing. It has been a good thing for me to share this. Like this other guy said, the reason he's doing this work, it is with magafiga hamba lana ahambe elula, angahambe ekerezinto. This is also has been my greatest pleasure. If it changed and this has changed somebody's life and it has empowered somebody and it has enlightened somebody, then my part has been done. Thank you so much. Much love. Bye bye.